Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, October 14th. The big story of the week weather-wise is a significant rain event coming to the Mid-Atlantic region, the Northeast U.S. on Wednesday into Wednesday night. It looks like a storm will intensify along the eastern seaboard. By the time it reaches the northern part of New England, it will become quite a powerful storm with strong winds throughout the Northeast U.S., some heavy rainfall along the coast, maybe even some snow in the very highest of the elevations of New England on Wednesday night. This is the total rainfall forecast map for the next 3 days by Thursday morning, basically covering the time period for this midweek significant rain event. And it portrays the idea that I agree with here, that it looks like it'll have an increasing impact as one moves up along the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, Boston corridor. In other words, New York City will get more rain than Philadelphia, Philly will get more rain than D.C., and that's what these totals are reflecting, and I think properly so. For example, D.C. may end up with a half an inch to an inch, certainly nothing to sneeze at, and again, more significant than most of the rain events we've had in the last several weeks. Philly, probably 1 to 1.5 inches easily out of this storm. New York City could receive 2 inches plus, Boston 2 inches plus, and again, main culprit will be a coastal storm that will intensify as it moves right up along the northeastern U.S. coastline on Wednesday and Wednesday night. Well, here's a current surface map, and rather innocuous looking here, but again, we have a significant system that will develop in the northeast U.S. on Wednesday and Wednesday. First of all, pretty nice day in the Mid-Atlantic region. Some early morning clouds and some patchy fog. That should dissipate over the next hour or two, becoming mostly sunny by the midday and afternoon hours in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Really setting up for a nice night for the Nats playoff game in the D.C. area this evening, and they should have decent weather again tomorrow night. This cool frontal system does push on through. We probably drop about 5 degrees from this afternoon to tomorrow afternoon. And then we have another frontal system out here in the southwestern part of Canada. That will be moving to the southeast across the Great Lakes, arrive near the eastern seaboard on Wednesday. At the same time, low pressure will be pulling out of the Gulf states towards the northeast. And these two systems, the low pressure from the deep south, the frontal system from the north and west, really kind of combine and merge into one powerful storm by the time Wednesday night rolls around up along the northeastern U.S. coastline. Well, let's take a look at the upper level pattern for the next couple of days, because this really sets the stage for an intense coastal low here by the time Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening rolls around. First of all, again, not much activity today. Pretty nice day to start the new work week. Nice day for Columbus Day parades. Let's move forward here now through the day today into tomorrow. And here we go. We have this vigorous upper level low over the northern plains by tomorrow afternoon. Remember, we saw that frontal system in southwestern Canada. That's all part of this system right here. By the time tomorrow afternoon rolls around, this will really develop into a potent upper level system. And here we go now by Wednesday morning. This system moves over the Great Lakes region, already seeing signs here that it will take on a negatively tilted axis. And what we're talking about there, if we move forward into Wednesday evening, right here, you see the center of the low pressure area right in this region right here, and the trough axis that extends from that upper level low moves to the south and east. That's kind of what we call a negative orientation. Anytime that trough axis is running from the northwest to the southeast, that's a negative tilt. From the northeast to the southwest, that's a positive tilt. And the importance of that is that when the storm becomes negatively tilted, this particular region, kind of the right quadrant, has some vigorous upper level motion. And that is where the intensification of the surface low pressure will take place, right here along the Mid-Atlantic and southern New England coastline late Wednesday night, and it really becomes a powerful storm by the time it reaches northern New England Wednesday night. Again, some heavy rainfall, again increasing amounts as you move up the I-95 corridor. Again, New York City, for example, will get more than Philly. Philly gets more than D.C. And the winds increase also as one moves up the I-95 corridor Wednesday night. Then that finally pushes on out of here on Thursday. Basically quite a windy day, a cool day on the backside of this storm on Thursday, setting up for D.C., Philly, New York City, and Boston. Winds could really become quite vigorous, perhaps up to 40 or even 50 mile per hour wind gusts in the wake of this storm on Thursday. And high temperature could actually be confined to the upper 50s in some spots like Philly suburbs, New York City, for example, on Thursday. Again, with quite strong wind gusts will make it feel even cooler on Thursday. Well, let's now walk through the surface forecast maps from last night's 6E GFS model run. And again, we're setting the stage for a vigorous storm here on Wednesday night. Here we go now into Thursday afternoon. Still holding on to relatively nice conditions in the Mid-Atlantic region on Tuesday. Again, temperatures will drop some 5 degrees from, let's say, 70 for highs on average this afternoon to perhaps 65, maybe mid to upper 60s tomorrow, low to mid 70s today with the passage of that weak cool frontal system. But then we get to the real activity starting to set up here. We have this cool front by tomorrow night crossing the Great Lakes. A lot of moisture in the deep south, and they'll basically coalesce by Wednesday afternoon with that very strong upper level feature kind of combining with a lot of moisture down in the deep south, moving to the north and east. And here we go by Wednesday evening, quite a strong storm off the Mid-Atlantic coastline. The European model is even much more bullish on the strength of this storm than the GFS. It very likely will be even stronger than what the GFS is showing right here. Again, maybe a half an inch to an inch in D.C., 1 to 1.5 inches at least in Philadelphia, 2+ inches perhaps out of this system Wednesday night in New York City and Boston. And then on the backside of the storm, look at the tight pressure gradient pattern on the backside. Strong wind gusts out of the northwest on Thursday, perhaps high temperatures held in the upper 50s in places like Philadelphia, New York City. Winds could gust to 30 or 40 miles per hour or so on the backside of the system with partly sunny skies on Thursday. It remains cool for Friday and Saturday. So again, the big story of the week weather-wise in the Mid-Atlantic region, and it's especially in the northeastern part of the nation, New England included, is a significant rain event coming Wednesday and Wednesday night, and then pretty strong wind gusts. Cool day on Thursday in the wake of that storm system. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.